Hey guys. I don't know what the light's gonna be like in here. There's just another video that I'm gonna do, and I didn't want to have to carry all my books over there. And I know I look like a disaster. I am still off on FMLA for the whole anxiety issues that I wish I could just get rid of. Never had anxiety before, so this is a completely new thing for me. And I'm not liking it so far. So I look like a complete disaster. And you'll probably hear my dog um, walking across the floor, which I know is sometimes annoying in videos because I'm over here where she is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you books that I read this week. I guess it's just going to be kind of like the week in review. I'll start out with the book that I'm reading right now. Today's Friday, so I'm going to assume that I'll probably finish this book and start another one, but I'll just count it as next week's, whatever that book will be. But right now, I'm reading Winter Girls by Laurie Halse Anderson. So far, I'm not crazy about this book. It is about anorexia, which I've never experienced myself, but I tend to like books about real life issues. And I don't know, I just am not crazy. Sorry guys, usually when that happens it messes up the video, so I'm hoping it didn't. Usually I like books about real life issues, but for some reason this book, the way that it's written, I'm just not crazy about it. There's points where I feel like it's written, like somebody writing down their jumbled ideas and thoughts, and I get that. I totally get that. There have been books that I've liked that are written that way, but for some reason this one is just not really capturing my attention. But I am about halfway through, maybe a little less than halfway through, or maybe I am halfway through. I am going to finish reading it. I don't know. I'm not that crazy about it. The second book is one that I tried to start reading, and I had to stop because I couldn't do it. I didn't like it at all. And, it's got I forget how many stars on Goodreads. Everybody's given it a good review. It's 4 and 5 stars for every review, and I don't know, I'm missing something. It's kind of a funny story by Ned Vizzini. I'm sorry, but I don't like this book at all. 65 pages is where I'm at. I thought I was on 70, which is what I put on Goodreads, but I made it through 65 pages, and I just do not like it. I don't care whether it's got the cussing and all that, because I know people were putting that in their reviews, you're going to see pot, you're going to see sex, you're going to see cussing. It's not that's bothering me. It's just, it sounds stupid. It sounds like somebody who's stupid. And I'm not saying the person who wrote it is stupid. It just, that's the kind of voice that this person has given it. And I'm just I'm not crazy about it. So, guys, in the comments below, let me know, am I really missing out on something if I don't read this? I mean, should I make myself read this? It's obviously, I haven't gotten to the part where he's in the institution. Maybe once it gets to that point, it gets a lot better. I don't know, it's the voice. It is the voice that I think is bothering me so bad. It sounds like the voice of the kid is stupid. I don't know how else to explain it. I don't know. So I need some thoughts here. Should I read this? Should I make myself read this? Does it get better? I don't know. I gave up. I might try to go back to it. If you guys say I need to read it, I will read it. But if not, then I might try, but I might not. The next book that I read was The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I don't know how you say her name. At first, when I first started reading this, I was a little uncomfortable reading it. just because of the whole the psychic and spirit thing. I'm not used to reading books like this. As a Christian, I usually don't read books like this, but I have been trying to like expand my regions a little bit, to read a little bit about different things, and I was very uncomfortable when I started reading this. So I almost put it down, but I don't know. I kept thinking I'm gonna keep reading it. I'm gonna try it, and I do think this book is very good. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. Because it's about psychics and spirits and looking for like a spirit where spirits pass. I'm not going to try to explain it because if you haven't read it, you're not going to understand what I'm talking about a corpse road or ley line or however you say it. But it's like where spirits pass. It's like this place where all the spirits pass through. That's what they're looking for, and they're looking for a Welsh king, I guess. So I really, really do like this book. I thought it was pretty good. But I think it's because I'm not used to reading books like this. When I was younger, I would, I watched some of the horror movies and stuff like that. But once I got older, I just decided that I didn't need to be watching stuff like that. I didn't need to be reading stuff like that. So I stopped. So it's been many, many years. It was like high school, probably like young high school when I stopped with all of that. And so it's been a lot of years. So, but I do think that this was written well. I think the storyline is really, really good. Um, I don't know. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. So, I pushed through the uncomfortableness and just really appreciated the way that she wrote everything. So, The Raven Boys definitely was good. The next is Children of the Sea, and I don't know how to say this. I'm hoping that you can see the name of the author right there. But it's Children of the Sea, and it is a manga. I guess. I still don't know the difference. I think this is manga whenever it looks like this. Tell me I'm right because I don't know. Like you guys know before from previous videos, this kind of stuff's new for me. Um, I just started with this stuff. Alice in the Country of Hearts was my very first manga, so I'm thinking this is a manga. At first, when I was first reading this, I was like, this is okay, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but by the end of the book, of course I want to know the rest of the story. So, so I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. It's just kind of a story about kids and seeing ghosts in the water. It's like things that shine and they don't know what's going on. The fish and stuff are shining and glowing in the water and they're disappearing and they don't know where they're going. And I know my library has volume 2, and I think there's actually 4 volumes altogether, so I'm not going to be able to finish the story unless I buy them myself. Pretties by Scott Westerfeld. This was a 4 out of 5 stars. This is the second book in the series. I'm not going to discuss it because I don't want to ruin it for those of you who have not read the first book. But I really did like this. I am now officially into the story. The first one, when I first started reading it, I was like, I'm not crazy about this. By the end of the book, I had to read the second book because I wanted to know what happens. So, yeah. I'm officially into the story. It's good. Daughter of Smoke and Bone, another book that I said I would never read by Laini Taylor because of what it was written about. Another one that I just wasn't really sure how I would feel about it. This one did not give me the same kind of uncomfortableness that The Raven Boys did, but it still was something that I knew this isn't really something I would, usually read. I really liked this book though. I did give it a 4 out of 5 stars. It's about a girl who, I guess they're demons. I don't know how to say that word, chimera. I've heard of it before, and I think that's what it means, but I cannot remember if that's the official term for demons or devils. Um, but I guess that's who she was like raised by. where these demons and then angels start coming down to earth, and she has encounters with this one certain angel, and she's fighting him, and I don't know, it's just all of this. And then, you know, eventually she finds out who she really is, because she doesn't even know who she really is. So I don't know, I thought it was very good. It was written very well. I can't wait to read the second book. My library does not have the second book, so I will probably have to buy the second book to find out what's going on. So that was the last book of the week. So some of them were good, some of them weren't. That's how it goes whenever you're reading books. So that's all, and I'll see you guys later.